They say you never truly know someone until they are gone. I thought I knew my mother. To me, she was a cold, distant woman, a woman who cared more about her job than her own daughter. I remember waiting for her at the school gate, watching all the other kids hug their moms while I stood alone, waiting for a nanny to pick me up. I grew up resenting her. I grew up hating the sound of her heels clicking on the floor, signaling that she was leaving for another business trip. When I was 18, I packed my bags. I stood in the hallway and told her, I am leaving and I don't ever want to see you again. She didn't cry. She didn't beg me to stay. She just stood there, holding a file in her hand and said, "Okay, be safe." That was it. Be safe. No, I love you. No, please stay. That coldness froze my heart. I walked out that door and never looked back. 10 years passed. I built a life. I got married, had a son. I never called her. Last week, I got a call from a lawyer. "Miss Sarah?" he asked. "I am sorry to inform you, your mother passed away last night." I didn't feel sad. I felt numb. I went back to her house to sort through her things. The house was empty, quiet, just like I remembered it. I walked into her bedroom. I expected to find jewelry, expensive clothes, signs of the career she loved so much. But instead, I found a box under her bed. It was an old, rusted metal box. Inside, there were hundreds of envelopes, all addressed to me, to Sarah. None of them were ever mailed. I sat on the floor and opened the first one. It was dated the day I left home. It read, "My dearest Sarah, today you left, and it took every ounce of strength in my body not to run after you and beg you to stay. But I couldn't. I can't let you see me like this." I frowned. See her like what? I opened the next one. Dated a month later. "The doctor says the tremors are getting worse. I dropped a glass today. I'm scared, Sarah. I don't want you to nurse a sick mother. You deserve to live your life." My hands started shaking. I ripped open another letter, then another. Years of letters. "Sarah, I saw your graduation photos on Facebook today. You looked so beautiful. I wanted to be there, but I can't walk without a cane anymore. I didn't want to embarrass you. Sarah, I heard you had a son, a grandson I will never hold. The treatment is expensive, but I sold the jewelry. I sent the money anonymously to your husband's bank account for the baby's college fund. Please don't tell him it was me." "No," I whispered. "No, this can't be true." I grabbed the last letter. It was dated just 2 days ago. The handwriting was barely legible, shaky, weak. "My sweet girl, if you are reading this, I'm gone. I know you hated me, and I let you hate me, because hate is easier than grief. I was diagnosed with a degenerative disease when you were 10. I knew I would become a burden. I knew I would lose my mind and my body. I worked hard not because I loved my job, but to save enough money so you would never have to worry after I'm gone. I pushed you away so you wouldn't have to watch me wither away. I wanted you to remember me as strong, even if it meant you remembered me as cold. I loved you more than my life. Be safe, my darling." I screamed. I clutched the letter to my chest and screamed until my throat bled. "Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I spent 10 years hating the only person who loved me unconditionally. I left her to die alone. She died thinking I hated her. Why didn't you tell me? Why? I drove to the cemetery today. I stood over her fresh grave. I didn't bring flowers. I brought my son. I placed his little hand on the cold stone and whispered, "This is your grandma. She wasn't cold. She was a hero. Please, please listen to me. Call your mother. Call your father. Don't assume you know their story. We judge our parents for their mistakes, but we never see their sacrifices. Don't wait until you find a box of letters under a bed, because by then, the silence is too loud to bear."